Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that.
What it do, still with the camp, sound like a little big bounce out, bounced out, cake poke through the door. Hit a talk this box. Fucking about soliloquy, maybe tough times don't last. Good people do not have yourself. Cut them in the fire like maybe matter. Peak game, 84 of what's Wayne. So this is part 2, right? I made a video that's gonna drop later. This video gonna drop a little more later. The lies that people tell, Shakur Stevenson edition. Shakur Stevenson was interviewed on the Breakfast Club, and it's not gonna be a long video, maybe about 5 minutes. He was interviewed on the Breakfast Club, and there was a series of things that were asked to him that were problematic to me. For starters, they asked him about the Keyshawn Davis fight, right? And he sat there and said, I will not fight Shakur. I will not fight Keyshawn. That's my brother. I love him. He got me away for an hour. I will never fight him. You know what I'm saying? That's what type of time he was on. He was on that type of time. Like, I'm not fighting Keyshawn. And he said, if anybody, trying to force me to fight Keyshawn, I'll fight you. I said, okay. All right. So, when Devin Haney wanted to fight you and he offered you a contract, you turned it down. This why I call cap on a lot of stuff he be saying. He be saying stuff, right? We're going to keep it 1,000. He say a lot of stuff. He'll sit there and say, hey, I want to fight this person. I want to fight that person. I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay, when Devin Haney sent you a contract, you didn't sign it. Why? They sent you an offer. You didn't sign it. I'm worth more than that. Bro, you got to look at the upside, okay? And this is the problem I have with these young fighters. These young fighters want to get blessed before putting in the work. You trying to get blessed, right? And I blame Canelo and all them for that stuff. Because and then these promoters gave in to the fighters. So now the fighters, they want all this money and they feel like, oh, I should get paid this. It's like, bro, now granted, I want fighters to get paid, but put in the work, right? Just like in the Bible says, study to show yourself approved, right? Put in the work to show yourself approved, right? Shakur, think about the upside. Shakur would have fought Devin, beat Devin. Shakur probably would have been unified or undisputed champion, right? He could have got the people that he want, because he would have had all the belts. So he could have fought the Lomas. He could have fought, I don't know if he would have got a Tank fight because Tank don't really care about belts like that. You know what I'm saying? But he might have. You know what I mean? You never know. He might have. Because, Tank now is trying, he's more focused on, well, I can't say that because he ain't really showing that he focused on that. He say he's focused more on his legacy, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't, we don't know. We're going to see, But all I'm saying at the end of the day, it's like you have to study to show yourself approved. You got to put in the work. All the upside. Think about the upside you would have had if you would have fought Devin and beat him, right? If you would have took that offer from PBC, you would have had the Tank fight. You would have been fighting him. But it's just like he views himself bigger than what he really is, and that's the problem, right? He thinks he's bigger than what he actually is. Oh, I deserve this. It's like, okay, bro, like, you could talk about what you deserve all day, right? But do you really deserve that? That's the question, right? That's the real question that we have. Do you really deserve that? Right? But right now, no. Another thing he talked about was I can hurt Tank, right? They asked him, they said, hey, Lamont Roach, felt like he hurt Tank. Do you feel like if you got in a fight with Tank, you could hurt him? He said, yes, I do. Lamont Roach hurt him. Lamont Roach got 11 knockouts. I got 10 knockouts. So I feel like I can hurt Tank. I bust out laughing when he said that. Okay. Not gonna lie to you. For starters, your hands can't even hold up. So how you gonna hurt this man? And then another thing, how you gonna keep him off of you? I keep saying this. Y'all think I'm playing. Like, oh, Shakur's the best defensive fighter. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, you could be defensive, but you have to throw punches to keep him off of you. Right? How is he gonna keep him off of him when he hurting his hands? He hurt his hands on Padley. So what you think he gonna do with Tank? That's all I'm saying, bro. Y'all be saying stuff that don't make sense. What I be saying be logical. I'm just going on facts. I put it compared to what's going on. I'm not, what y'all doing, y'all putting it with speculation. Oh, we're speculating that Shakur could do this. I'm telling you what's happening based off the facts, right? You're speculating. I'm telling you based off the facts what's going to happen. Everybody wants to speculate. Oh, Shakur is going to do this to Tank. It's going to be a massacre. Okay, cool. But let's get back on topic. Tank, right, got power. The last 2 or 3 opponents that Shakur fought that got power, what was he doing? Trail ride. Holla, pimp. That boy on the trail ride. He gone. Boom. 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 Throw 2. Boom. I'm out of there. Boom. Boy's a NASCAR driver. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear that stuff, bro. Like, we got to keep it 1,000, bro. I'm cooking right now. Dudes that got power, Shakur not trying to be in that pocket with them. And that's another thing, not on the show, but he said on another interview on another show that he's always in the pocket with fighters. I said, this cap, no, you're not. I'm telling you, it's like he has this view of himself that's not truthful. And then he'll sit on the Breakfast Club and say, oh, yeah, you guys don't know boxing. A lot of dudes don't know boxing. They don't know ish about boxing for real. The stuff you be saying be delusional stuff. So, do you know boxing? Okay, there's some things, I'm not going to lie to you. There's some things Shakur Stevenson be spot on with. Right? I'm not going to lie to you. There's some things he say, I'll be like, yeah. And I'm going to be real with you. But then there's a lot of things when it comes to himself. See, when it comes to like Bud and him, he say delusional stuff. But when it comes to like everybody else, he say stuff and I be like, okay, yo. It be spot on. So I don't know, bro. I just think that, man, Buddy, and he a great fighter, bro, but I want him to understand as great of a fighter as he is, he don't gotta be like that. He ain't gotta be delusional. You know what I'm saying? That's just all I'm saying. But I think Shakur Stevenson will be in the Hall of Fame one day. I think he's a good, skillful guy. But styles make fights, bro. And there's certain matchups. Like, truthfully, if him and Devin fought, I think that'd be a boring fight. I told you, I think Shakur could beat Devin. Not gonna lie to you. I think Shakur could beat Devin. I think Shakur could beat Ryan. I don't know if Shakur could beat Rolly. I'm not gonna lie to you. As much trash as they talk about Rolly, I told y'all that power sit different. When you started, you a power puncher, you landing bombs on dudes, pause, and they don't like to get hit. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all think I'm playing. You start landing them bombs on a boy. I'm telling you, bro. It's different. Right? So all I'm saying at the end of the day, to keep it 1,000, keep it true, coming down working with Will, it's like, look, bro, tell the truth. Shakur, you know what I'm saying? You sat there and said, oh, I'm not going to talk about Tank, but then you let these reporters keep asking you questions about Tank. I don't need him. I don't do that. You know, then he on there, I'm not going to keep talking about Tank, but, you know, I want that Tank fight. Bro, like, stop talking about this. If you sitting here, all I'm saying is this, if you feel like you don't need him, you're a big enough star, you the best fighter in the world, and this, that, and the third, because I don't feel like you the best 135-pounder. I feel like nobody has really shown that. So I feel like that's still up for grabs. I'm not going to lie to you. Because you can make an argument for Keyshawn. You can make an argument for Abdullah Mason. You can make an argument for Tank, right? I'm being real with you. I don't feel like there's no, right now, I don't feel like Shakur's the best 135-pounder because he ain't fought nobody at 135 pounds. It's like everybody's going off speculation and they're projecting what he can be. You know what I mean? Oh, I think he could beat this dude. It's like, bro, like, we can't do that. We go off facts. I'm looking at you when you fighting these dudes, these low-level dudes, you hurting your hands. Or you having subpar performances. You know what I mean? You just got to stop it on Padley. But Padley is a guy that was a part-time boxer. We just got to keep it 1,000, right? And it took you 8-9 rounds to get him out of there. So all I'm saying at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you got to understand this stuff, bro. Like, I'm not saying this to belittle dude or nothing like that. I'm saying this because these are the facts. And we got to be able to separate facts over feelings. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Bosco.